Good morning, everyone. We're going to start today. Before shutdown, I actually talked to y'all a little bit about KPIs. Last year, we did not do a very good job at our key point indicators. The key point indicators shows your company some kind of focus, right? It shows where your company is headed to, your vision, where you want your department to go to. So, actually, every year I know we'll still have this same old KPI that's performance-based, right? It's usually based on your machine, and then we do scrap a little bit. But this year, I want us to have group meetings or workshops to come up with ideas how to reduce it, right? It's always a way that somebody knows how to usually reduce some part of scrap or something. So I have several different slides. We have 5 different KPIs for this year that I want each and every department to report on. Not each and every department, but every department is going to be a little specific to itself. Okay. Of course, the table of contents is safety, training, audits, scrap, and repair. What's number 1 around here?
Safety.
Safety. So we need to make sure that's the number 1 thing that we address, because we want each and everybody to go home safely each and every day, okay? I know sometimes we think about somebody just not wearing their safety glasses, and we saying, hey, that's okay. But I promise you, if they ain't wearing their safety glasses, they're doing something else wrong. You don't think so?
I think so.
Yeah. It's always usually the little things that tell you they're not doing the big things right. So it's important that you say something about their safety glasses. That way when they come to lock out, tag out, you know what they're going to do? They're going to lock it out and tag it out. I don't care how you get it. You can get it by fear if you want to. I'm for real. Because actually when they die, then all of a sudden it's all of a sudden on all our hearts, right? And then we all go home saying, man, I should have told him or her about lockout, tag out. I should have forced it. I know you're not going to jump up and speak about it, but actually you're going to feel that in your heart, and it's going to be a sad day. So let's go ahead and enforce that stuff where we don't have to worry about it. So the number of incidents, near misses, compliance with safety protocols. Alex, you're already doing this on a weekly basis. On a monthly basis, we're going to get started. January 2026, we're actually going to go back to our meetings once a month, okay, for managers. Most people don't know what that is, but we actually have a meeting. And don't come in it with any kind of crazy numbers, okay? This time we want to see real data, because sometimes people's reports look kind of funny, and then you're going to get called out of it, okay? So make sure you have real data. That way we can actually try to improve. When we actually do safety, we protect employees and assets, reduce downtime and liability costs, builds a culture of responsibility and care, strengthening a safe and accident-free workplace. On that board around there, how many of y'all ever see that board that actually safety keeps up with? How many of y'all know the number except Alex? How many knows how many days we've been without an accident? Why is that? Safety's number 1, right? Is it really? I'm calling you out on this one. So make sure we focus on that, because we're going to start talking more and more about it, okay? I'm just saying if we actually need to improve more and more on our safety. So make sure you keep up with that number. When you walk by and you look at that board and it's starting at 1 again, that should make you feel some kind of way, because somebody got hurt yesterday. So let's try to come up with ways, and we're going to have meetings every time on this. The next one is training. We're already doing more and more training. Each and every department needs to come up with a training, okay? You have to come up with a 10 or 15 minute training for your employees, okay? For all managers. You're going to do this at least once a month. You have to cover each and every employee you've got. Safety already does the training. They might do a little bit more training, but that is a safety training. We need each and every department to explain to your guys what they're doing, why they're doing it, what kind of problems we had sometimes. Because a lot of times they don't know. Like sometimes even about EO changes, when I go out to the floor and I ask the guy about, and I know sometimes they just say, I don't know, but sometimes really it's like, they don't know. And it's like, why ain't the information getting carried out to the floor? Especially the team member that's handling the EO. It's very important. Okay, audits. Indicates internal or external audit scores, corrective actions closed. How many of y'all enjoy audits? Why? Because it makes you do something, right? Let's be honest about it. But when you're doing something a lot of times, you're actually being proactive, right? Because you know what? When that man comes about a TS audit or any other kind of audit, you know what? You're like, man, I got this. This ain't no problem because you've already been through the audit. Now when you see the audit man coming, what you do? You kind of get scared. You try to, man, I don't want to go near him. You run away. I don't want that culture anymore because if we handle our business like we're supposed to, then we have no reason to be scared of audits. The next one's scrap, right? Scrap will kill a company, right? If you have a lot of scrap, then you know what happens? Your profits go down. And if you're not making nothing but scrap, then you ain't making any money. So make sure that you're actually pointing to scrap, making sure we're actually going down with our scrap. Because it cuts material costs, it saves money, improves product quality and satisfaction, and supports the sustainability and waste reduction. We need to fight scrap. And the next one you're going to know what it is because they kind of go hand in hand. What's another costly mistake that we do? I was going to let him pass on by for a minute. But repair. Actually, body shop come up with a good idea of just a leak because how often y'all going to change out the collets for the studs? Once a week. That's a very good idea because you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to drive repair down. When you drive repair down, you know what? Then that's man hours we're actually cutting. So make sure, and it'd be a lot easier to just handle a part one time, wouldn't it? For each and every department, not just them. Chassis side knows they have a lot of parts they handle every day. So make sure that we're trying to do repair. And when we're doing this, make sure you have the correct number. I can't reinforce this enough because I'm going to be mean to you if you come up with some crazy ass number and I catch you in it. I'm going to be really mean. Let's be truthful, everybody. That's it. That's the 5 key indicators, okay? Anybody got any questions about it? And we'll be building formats and we're going to have workshops. We're going to create this a little different next year because we're going to have some wash-in pride, okay? I want each and every one of y'all to care because this is our future, okay? Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Your best day ever.
Those are the things.
Your perfect day.